Welcome to Fabulously Flawed, where the perfectly imperfect come to shine. Marni, along with her sensational sidekick Taylor, are the mother-daughter duo that puts the fun in dysfunction. Every episode, we unpack the chaos of mental health while sprinkling in the sass of pop culture. We're here to share stories, laughs, and lessons that remind you to embrace your quirks and to never, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. So join us as we celebrate the beauty of being fabulously flawed. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get ready to add a little extra shimmer to your day.
Hey, fabulous friends. Hey, fabulous human beings. Hey, fabulous everybody. Welcome to Fabulously Flawed. I am your host, and joining me, as always, the delightful, the darling, delicious, dainty daughter, Taylor.
You guys just know it's totally coming at this point.
I know. I love it. It's like something that was so random that day in the sundress turned out to be our little shtick. I love it.
And I absolutely love it. You don't understand. It is the best ever. You guys know how I feel about this dainty situation we've got on our hands.
Well, for those that have struggled with weight and everything else to know when you've always worn big sweatshirts and hoodies, and we look back at pictures of myself and you at our heaviest and we're like, dang. So yeah, embrace the daintiness, bitch.
Oh, for
embrace
sure.
It.
Oh, trust me, girl. I am embracing it every second of every day.
It's dainty, bitch.
Yeah. I love that so much. Instead of
it's dainty, bitch.
Yes, exactly.
So today's episode is Sparkle Strength Survival Era. That's what I'm in. I'm in my Sparkle Strength Survival Era.
Me too. Yeah. I think you may be more so than me because you have...
I'm a narcissist right now, so it's all about me forgetting my delicious, darling, dainty co-host.
No, but I have definitely, although we've had, different life circumstances, I would say, of course, I'm in my survival era.
I think life is so hard today that we're all trying to survive. We're all in our survival era.
I think it's impossible not to be in survival mode at all times.
And we have to find our inner strength.
Yeah.
And I will always sparkle, and I have proof of me always sparkling from my when I was 25, the picture of me with the rhinestone around the neck shirt that Fran Drescher has. I literally tried to dress like Fran Drescher in the 90s. And
you succeeded. Mm-hmm. You looked just as hot as she did. Oh, and you had bigger boobs too, so you were a voluptuous.
But I want the boobies out, so I can. I look at it's always been hard to wear clothes because if you have big boobs, you need a bigger top, but then the bottoms, they normally don't mix and match.
Well, now you could, when you haven't bought a bathing suit in so long.
Well, it would only be a one-piece black thing anyway and a cover-up.
I know, true. But I was saying you could easily buy a large top and a small bottom. There's so many ways you can do that.
A tankini. There is no chance in hell I will ever wear a bikini again. I'm in over 50. It's okay. We're in our tankini era.
Okay, true.
Although I did look hot as F when I had my mommy makeover in 2014.
Yeah, you did.
I had the tummy tuck. I did lipo.
And wait, and you got your boobs done again.
Yes.
You got new implants, and you wore, I'll never forget that light blue
with the gold rhinestones on it.
It was from this bougie place on
Lincoln
a boutique
Road.
on Lincoln Road in South Beach. And I just remember you slayed in that bikini. How old were you? 40?
I was 43.
Okay,
43, 44.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I remember wearing the yellow baseball hat and posing on the beach with my peace sign. One day I will look back and say, wow, look at me as a hottie. But I tried.
You're still a hottie. Oh my God. I look at you the other day, guys, I'm being so dead ass, where my mom and I are just sitting on the couch and you had this natural light on you from the door or the window, whatever. And I was like, you look so gorgeous right now. Remember I kept saying,
did I say thank you or I know? Probably thank you.
No, I think you were being
genuine.
Genuine. Yeah. And I was like, you really, you're 54. You really do not look 54. And I know that people will say to you, 54, what the fuck? You look like you're in your early 40s.
Here's two things: genetics and frame of mind. Genetically,
And Botox.
well, no, I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
I said genetically and circumstance. The Botox is the circumstance.
No, you said frame of mind.
Oh, frame of mind. No, what I'm trying to say is I have genetics.
Right.
That's one thing.
No, you do.
So genetically, my family, we never looked, I mean, Nanny to this day does not look 78. And
My grandmother.
and her sister, Fancy Schmancy, if you know the story, we all, I mean, we all look fabulous
Yeah,
as women.
okay,
but
true.
we also want to stay in our eyes, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. For me, anti-aging. That is the way I choose to go. I do not want to have natural gray hair. I do not want wrinkles. I don't want to see the lines between my forehead.
Yeah.
I don't want to, yes, I know I have laugh lines from laughing, but I don't want to see them.
Thank God
Yep.
you have laugh
Wait.
lines from laughing.
When I was looking in the mirror, I saw next to my lips like these lines that looked like I was a puppet. I said, what are these? And I Google, I go, when you get older, you lose the elasticity and collagen in your face. And I was like, oh, pump that up.
I know. And your Sunday Riley morning
Sunday
regimen
Riley. No.
is my mom has this like 8-step skincare routine.
Six step, yes.
Step. And it truly
I believe Sunday Riley is the best. And you know who told us about Sunday Riley? Lauren.
okay. Of course she did.
Lauren, makeup
Duh.
artist, Love and Lip Gloss on Insta.
The best makeup artist in South Florida. The only person I'll let near my face. Like she knows how to craft me
You
into
go,
like
Chloe.
a literal superstar. Oh, you mean Khloe
The way-
Kardashian?
Yeah, because you're like, that's the only person I'll let near my
Oh
face.
yeah, no,
because-
she's she. If you need a makeup artist, hit me up and I'll put you on to Lauren.
Or-
She's the best.
Yeah, Love and Lip Gloss on Insta.
LUV
Right.
and lip gloss.
Thank
yeah,
you.
on
Clearing my
Instagram.
thought again.
She also posts the funniest
thing. No.
funniest shit ever. Like I repost, like if you guys follow me on Instagram and I post like a lot of funny memes and stuff, they come from Lauren's Instagram. They're so funny. So
you know what I like
Funny and talented. She's the best.
What's amazing is that a meme, you were just talking about how it makes you laugh. It's so funny. And that's so perfect. That simple meme right there.
Oh,
like
have I talked about my love of memes on here before?
mine
I
is
love
GIFs.
memes.
I can
Yeah.
have the best conversation with Brianna
I know.
Cosmo Guillermo girl.
I was just about to say
strictly with GIFs.
Brie will sometimes send me your conversations when you'll text her all these GIFs. She's like, Marni used this GIF with me today. Marni used this GIF.
I
You
did.
love it.
I did a Gilly one.
Yes, Gilly is the best SNL sketch ever, by the way. But yeah, no, memes, I find, I don't know if I've said this before, but I will literally scroll through meme pages on Instagram for like an
They are
hour
so
at a
funny.
time, cracking up to myself. It is truly the best healing
Therapy.
process.
It's laughter is what we're after.
Well,
because
yeah, laughter is the best
You know
medicine.
what? It's that instant vacation. Does
It
it
is.
cure your problems? No. Does it pay your bills? No. But does it take you away for that moment? Yes.
And I could not ask for anything more. I love memes. I actually have
And
thought
GIFs, I know.
about starting a meme account before on my own.
See? Do it. It was your intuition.
No, I should. I
Of
think that
course
I
you
have,
should.
my mind. I can do dark humor. I could do light humor, all sorts. And I'm kind of like wanting to
Well,
do
like
a
I
meme
start.
page.
Well, I have this joke because Eva Je t'aime, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
okay. means I love you.
Thank you. She's my girl in Paris and who's coming in July, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so she'll be here, but she just loves. She's our cat lady. So every time I see these cute cat pictures, I now kind of make a meme out of them in our
Yes.
little group because I've added myself into your group chat. How
I know.
much younger do I want to be?
You have created a group chat.
It's called Marni Cat, and they show these pictures of cats, and then I put the funny like memes to them
Yeah.
that only you would understand.
Right. No,
I
but
guess I'm trying to be narcissistic and say I'm funny too. I could do it also.
No, but you actually are funny. I mean, where do you think I get my sense of humor from? Nanny, my grandmother, is hysterical. She's I went to go, she's okay. She's in the hospital right now, just, recovering from a simple surgery. And even laying there in, pain and, she's anxiety ridden and all this
Oh,
stuff.
she's a
super anxious.
crippling mess.
Right. But she never ever fails to make me laugh. That woman can be so funny. And I know you say that your mother can be so funny.
Let me tell you something. She may have multiple personalities,
does.
but the funny one, it is you will cry and stomach hurt from laughter.
It's the best. And then you got so funny. I mean, why do you think Dad is so in love with you? Yeah, you're hot, but you're funny.
Do you know what I just realized and I had my epiphany aha moment? I said to Daddy, the people I work close to or I gravitate to, they have to make me laugh. If you're not a laugher or laugh with me, I I seem to only love being with laughers. That's why when I worked with TR and Paul, the worst time, my cars are getting repoed. I don't know where we're living, but I was in the studio cracking up every day. So no wonder
I think maybe that humor that you found with TR and Paul kept you alive. It kept you going. I mean, yes, you had a child. Obviously, that was your main driving force.
No, but at that moment, even at work, when I went to the Green Agency, the talent modeling agency, I mean, we would just laugh. But it started, I guess, always being around Nanny and Bubby and everybody. We were family of laughers. But Joan Rivers, again, I'm 10 years old. Most people are skipping jump.
Rest in peace,
and
Joan
I'm going,
Rivers.
Can we talk? Oh, grow up. Can we talk?
know.
And it's like, that was my savior at 10, listening on a record album. You know what a record is, right?
Hello. I may be only 24, but I'm into like vintage stuff.
So I would put my little record, and of course mine were probably scratched because I'm so, nimble fingered with my ADHD. Well, in fact, that was me. And actually my mother and Nancy used to because I had a hard time clipping little things or something. And they would say, you're so nimble fingered. It also could be because they made me get nails at 14 too.
Yeah, and ever since then, I guess it's when you have claws on your hand, it's kind of hard to do things. That's why I don't do acrylics.
When I was 19, living on a floor with no money with that horrible animal, but I wanted my nails done, so I would go to nail schools because they were free.
Wait, are you serious?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, we're all just finding this out for the first time together.
Yes, of course. I am that vain. I was literally...
That you couldn't afford your nails, but so you would go to nail school.
A nail tech school. Was it the way they did it Debbie did it in Miami on West Dixie Highway? No. But they were nails.
It was something. And I guess they didn't have press-ons back then, which I don't know if that's a stupid thing to say.
Do you know what? I didn't ever need a press-on until COVID.
I know.
So my nails, I'm 54, had them on since I'm 14.
40 years.
Long time.
Very long time.
Part of my finger.
Also, by the way, this is so random, but can we start referring to dad instead of daddy as dad? It's because there's that weird connotation around the word daddy.
Who's your daddy? Well, that was part of our people did actually say that, so no pun intended.
Like daddy is like a sexual term in today's.
Oh my God. Really?
No.
Okay, dad.
No.
We'll
I hear you say like daddy, and to me, I'm sorry, maybe I'm chronically online.
Okay.
But the word daddy has people are call me daddy, weird men, and I just I say hey dad. I don't say daddy. You're the one who says daddy.
Okay, parental or paternal figure.
No, we can call him dad.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was just in my mind from a few minutes ago from when you were referring to him as daddy.
My favorite thing that dad does.
Thanks. Yeah.
Your father.
Yeah.
Whenever he's in the car, driving, and for those hours listening to our episodes, it's the coolest thing.
I know.
I love getting feedback, which is always positive. I don't think there's ever criticism. It's always just awesome episodes.
No, he actually used to criticize me. I used to say a lot, but with, practice, I've gotten so much better, and I'm going to give myself credit that
You go, girl.
I know, right? And he also gave me credit for, keeping you
on
grounded.
track. Yep.
Yes, exactly. And you know that my friend Kayla, she said her mom said the same thing.
Here's the thing. Because my stories, I have to set up the intro. But now if I give you that intro, I have to tell you what happened before that.
I know. You can't help yourself. But that's okay. That's what makes us so fun. I know.
And then also I'm thinking about me being sparkly, going back to that.
Yeah.
I looked at a shirt that I had, a top, and Taylor Swift wore something very similar when she did SNL.
Yeah.
So I am sparkly.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
But your shirt is also older.
Yeah. It was the same year, 2010, around there. And so I've been sparkly always. I mean, I cannot wait till we film this. We say this all the time, but we need a certain angle, and it's been a lot of crazy.
We're figuring out the logistics.
Thank you so much.
Lots of traveling with our team. But
my team's been all over the place. There's been sickness, there's been COVID, there's been traveling, there's been international travel, but Guillermo girl, Kaz, everything's all back. But you will see in our studio this hot pink, feathered, lighted up, 10-inch lamp. That is me.
Yeah.
I am hot pink feathers with lights. And
you used to, when my mom, you know how most people, when they take a picture, they say, okay, 1, 2, 3, say cheese.
Nope.
No, guys. My mom, since about 2012.
No, since you girls were 5.
Okay, true. Okay, maybe. I guess I was just thinking of
12. By that
Okay.
time, they were teaching it to other people.
Okay, true. Her thing is 1, 2, 3, fabulosity.
And y'all smile.
You know who loves it?
Jessica.
Jessica. Well, I'm sure she does, but Alicia still brings it up to me occasionally.
up.
She'll be like 1, 2, 3, fabulosity.
Okay, shout out Alicia. First of all,
I know,
go
right?
get your mugs, girl.
Oh yeah, Alicia is one of our favorite customers.
And Taylor's father and Alicia's father
Yes.
were the founders of their fraternity
ZVT.
at USF,
Yes,
University of
back
South
in,
Florida,
let's see, in 82. Yes.
So that is super cool. And then I think we've talked about this before. Berta, her grandma, when I
Yes, we did.
when I
yeah.
was in the era of the nail school.
That's when you knew Berta.
That's when I knew Berta.
And
But
may
by
Berta
then,
rest in peace.
Oh,
She
no.
passed away recently. I
Yep.
went to the Shiva, and it was, paying my respects on behalf of you
Thank
to
you.
Berta.
like I remember the desks were like lined up, like going towards the back,
Mm-hmm.
and she was the very last one. And I would just sit with her, and she'd eat her lunch. And I guess I didn't know at the time that we were kibitzing, but looking now, I was like one of her kids' age.
It's so weird. Like, Leash, we're so connected. You have our dads who were friends when they were 18. Then my mom knew your grandmother.
Look at me, I'm going 2019. I'm sorry, not when you were 1989. When I was
89, so 82, 89, and then we met in 2011, and then we've been really good friends since.
You know what I still remember about Alicia at camp? No, I remember so many facts when she sang
Impossible?
no,
Oh.
Edge of
She
Glory.
Edge of Glory. No, I don't think
She
that's...
did Lady Gaga. Yes, she did. Ask her right now. Can you text her?
Okay, no, this is what you're thinking of. It was like Taylor Lessam.
Nope. It was Alicia doing a solo.
Okay, but I don't know. Maybe you're right. They did dance to Lady Gaga in 2011 for Color
It was
War.
the talent show.
No, I know she did sing. Okay, we're gonna have to settle this.
I want to know because
off the podcast and come back to you guys with the answer.
Or if you're in G72, let us know.
Oh yeah, next year is quickly 10 years since our last year as campers at camp. Just want
Camp Blue Ridge, everybody.
which
Mountain
is so
City,
crazy,
Georgia.
makes us feel geriatric. But the memories that we have,
You understand,
the friendship that has developed from
People
camp
don't
is
understand.
remarkable.
You come from a world where you either go to sleepaway camp or you send your kids to sleepaway camp.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah, pretty
much. If you're a Jewish kid, you pretty much went to sleepaway camp. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's so funny. Every time I meet someone that's Jewish and I'm like,
Where'd you go to camp?
where'd you go to camp? And then they'll hit me right with the, Ramad Rome or Blue Ridge or Blue Star.
Wait, I freaked the F out when your father was talking to me about somebody, his contract attorney, and I said, what's his name? And when he said Savage, I go, wait, Camp Mountain Lake Savage?
Isn't there like a Greg Savage? Isn't
That's his
name?
attorney.
Oh,
So
yes.
his parents created my camp and every
Yes.
Jewish kid in Miami Beach in the 1970s also. I mean, Mountain Lake was...
No.
The shit.
Jewish geography is the best. And one of my favorite things
Love
about
it.
being Jewish is playing Jewish geography.
You can go to and you can ask somebody where you're from, and they'll whether it's Ohio to New York to Jersey to LA. Oh, I know my cousin went to the JCC in such and such place. Oh wait, is her cousin so and so? They went to camp so and so together.
That is exactly how
Yep.
it goes, and I love it.
I love
so
Jewish
much.
geography.
Now, going back to our episode being about sparkle strength survival. What do you do? I want to ask you, putting you on the spot. What do you do? Like, what would you say is your best practice to survive?
Survive is I wake up every day and I will not allow myself to crawl back under the covers.
Yeah,
You
You get out of bed.
I get out of bed.
Mhm.
I have a routine. Those little routines, it keeps your mind structured, not all over the place. When I was depressed and didn't want to live, I was up all night watching TV with chips.
So I was going to ask you, what's changed? Like, when did you not have that routine?
Oh gosh, once I started healing.
Right.
And but the first thing I did was waking up, having my sleep routine, waking up in the morning. My skincare routine is my routine. Making my bed.
Yes.
That was huge.
No, it is. My mom's bed is made every morning. She will cringe if I get in it. If I get
Yes.
under the covers after it's made, she's like, "Tay, can you get out of
It's
my
like
bed?"
this sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
So my mother wouldn't even let me make my bed growing up. That's how crazy and neurotic she was because it wasn't neat enough. Okay. So it's crazy that, but yes, those little routines in the morning, it sounds so small, but it keeps your mind going.
And it keeps you
like just not
Grounded
grounded. I know I live with depression, but I don't allow myself to be affected by things. The strength it takes me not to react, the strength it takes me, not even strength anymore, to stay in my own lane, because I really honestly could care the fuck less what anyone's doing in their lanes, but I used to listen to comparisons.
So what advice would you give to people who are still, I feel like I'm almost interviewing you right now, but what advice would you give to people who are stuck in that realm of comparing them to others and getting more depressed because they keep comparing themselves to people they see online or
one
their
thing I
friends or
also
whatever.
forgot that I want to go back to is if you keep your room dark and you're in the darkness, open up the drapes. That was another very important thing for me. I'm aware of my triggers now.
Oh, natural light.
Natural light. If we
Huge.
go someplace, if we go to an Airbnb and it's all dark, I'm like, will not do.
You know who like needs natural light to be like okay is Maddie Worley. She is the biggest natural light girl. Like she knows. She knows that natural light like brings her serotonin.
Yes, it does. I need it.
When I think of natural light, I literally think of Maddie, one of my best friends. She loves it.
If you notice through my depressions, I didn't leave the house, but I was always in a corner next to a window to get that, whether it was on the balconies, whether it was in the house, in my bedroom. Are you crying?
No.
Oh, I thought you were tearing up. I'm like, oh my God, this is so emo. Okay, good.
Wait, I'm
was
actually not crying. I'm okay.
Oh.
I think I'm not. I don't want to say I'm numb to you're really.
But now that you're getting older, when you hear it, you're like, wow, my mom lived like that. But the question was before. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. I was like, what advice would you give to people to stop comparing themselves to others?
Because you will ruin whatever joy you have. Because again, I will preach this and it will be on a banner in the sky. What you see is fake. Life, there are no do-overs. Let me start with that. This second right here, we can't go, bloop, let's start over. We can, but this second and this moment is gone. So I have learned, and I have learned from Brene Brown, comparison is the thief of joy. Mm-hmm. Why am I going to look at what car she has across the street and go, I can't believe she got the new convertible Mercedes. I thought they were having money problems. Now, at that moment, my little baby could be eating their strawberry for the first time or doing something. But I'm so consumed worrying why Susie across the street got the new, whatever car. And that's what people do. You're ruining your own life.
You're taking away from that own special moment in your life by comparing yourself to others. Yeah.
And what you're comparing to is what? A picture? You're comparing it to a picture or a 5-second video of girls. I look at these girls grouped together, like the sorority pictures. I don't know what made me think that. I guess welcoming or things that pop up, and they all look the same, and it's all. And then the minute they say cheese, everybody walks away, and they're like, ugh. It's like you see a picture. Do you know that people, how many times they see on TV, the guy will be like, what are you up to? And she puts a picture next to the computer of a club going, I'm at the club. It's all fake. It is called fake book.
And I want to say,
we are the very rare that will open up and be as authentic. We are as open book as being cellophane.
Would never want a career in the podcast industry, the social media industry, if it was not built off of authenticity. I will never, ever have a platform that is built off of anything fake, anything superficial. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell, but we give it to you like as real as it is, as authentic as it gets. I mean, truly, I think that is so important. I think transparency is so important. And I want to say, if you're struggling with self-love or comparing yourself to what you see online or, in person, whatever it may be, there is this influencer. She is my favorite because she doesn't influence makeup products or clothes or skincare. She influences body positivity.
And who is this?
Her name is Danae Mercer. Ooh. She's a journalist. She's lived all over. I think she's in Italy right now because she just married an Italian guy, but her name is Danae, whatever. And her whole platform is based off of self-love and that, she'll post a really good picture of herself and then the next picture will be the real thing. Her cellulite, her wrinkles. And she's like, please, what you see online is not real. And she gets really upset when she sees these, photoshopped things and this editing. And she calls it out. She'll call, celebrities out for editing themselves. And she's just super, super awesome. So I highly recommend following her, Danae Mercer.
Okay. I completely lost my train of thought. Okay. We were talking about What was she saying? Body image?
Oh,
being
just
yourself?
body image. Just stop comparing yourself. I mean, it's so toxic for your brain, and it takes away from the joy that life is providing with you in that moment.
For me, I did not want to promote myself or be on camera or do anything for the past few years because I felt unrecognizable. I did not know who I was with the extra 15 pounds on me. For me, when I've spent a lifetime trying to stay a certain way, it was horrible.
I mean, it's hard. Once you have an eating disorder, I want to say you don't always have an eating
Of course
disorder,
you do.
but it'll
do.
stick. It always a part of that time in your life will stick with you, and it's a fight every day to not
and
go back to
sometimes
those
when I
ways.
see you say, do I look fat? I want to strangle you because it reminds me of me, which if I could do all over again, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I know.
I would never have looked in a mirror 100 times and said, but I've had an eating disorder my whole life. I was
Yes.
only loved since I'm a young girl if I'm thin. So
You
it's
guys know
embedded.
that we've probably said it once or twice, but you were weighed
On
every
Monday
Monday
morning.
morning, like as a teenager. Like think of how damaging that is to be
and
weighed
then-
every single day and have like your mother standing over you, and if the number went up, she'd be mad.
No
she'd be
wonder I never
mean.
felt worthy about myself. Yeah, no, it's
Think about it, Mom. If you made me get on the scale and
Oh my God.
when we would go to the doctors, like when I was still younger and your mom would go with you and they'd weigh you, I'd always say, Mom, turn around.
Yes.
Like I'm paranoid because
I know.
it's just so messed up and toxic. We don't the scale is not even a part of like our vocabulary anymore. I really try so hard to stay off of it because a number is just a number.
With I think most people, now I remember my thought, most people are comfortable staying in their uncomfortable zone. More people are unhappy than happy.
Unfortunately.
So when some of these yentas are going on and like, they're sending their kids to camp, didn't know they have college to pay for. Like people get so nosy and worried about what other people are doing. But wait, I was going somewhere with this.
Is this your ADHD brain really causing a little bit of a doozy?
You know
right
why?
now?
Because I just looked at my dog who is laying there, who just lived with his little doll under his face and his puppy dog eyes looking up at us. That I just
I know he's
he
our
took my
biggest
breath
fan. I
away.
can't say his name right now because then he'll come and he'll bother us. But
HERSHEY. He
we
can't
love
spell.
you, Hershey. We love him. He truly brings us so much
happiness.
joy and happiness. Guys, get a pet.
Yeah.
It could be a cat, a dog. I would say a fish, but they're not really affectionate.
And you know what? Here's the thing. If
I
somebody
think it's
says
important
to me,
to have a little furry friend around you.
and if someone says you don't need it, yes, you do. If you want it, that's so many. And I know it's in our nature when you tell someone something, and I've learned to communicate this with Dad.
Yeah, I like that so much better.
Okay.
You've actually been, I'm sorry, but shout out to you for this episode. You said dad, father.
You communicated.
I did. I
See?
think it just flows better in my mind.
But you know what? I would never have known. I'm not a mind reader.
Yeah,
so
no.
here, guys, is Exhibit
Yes,
A.
you are. You see us like live, effectively communicating.
Exhibit, we're fabulous.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
I love that. Sorry. So continue.
What was I saying? We were talking about people are so used to being unhappy.
Yeah.
So it's easier to just complain and look what they have because you're thinking of something and it's only
Oh yeah, I catch myself doing that too.
But I forgot what I was saying. And you're only you're not fixing yourself. You're just putting, what's the word I'm looking for? You're projecting it on other people.
Yeah.
So that's why I used to take things so personally. My gosh, when we lived in that neighborhood, oh my God. But how I've grown, I look back and I think, how on this earth did I allow those people, because it made me feel like I was in high school because my high school wasn't good. And
I know.
But it's called growth and maturity. But again, you see a picture of all of them, you're like, why am I missing out? But let me tell you something. Whoever just took that picture, you're throwing drunk people together, everyone will pose. Doesn't mean it's better than you.
Of course. And I think that one of the biggest things and I'm so blessed.
Oh, wait, did I tell the sushi boat story?
Maybe I lose track.
Okay,
no,
I don't know if I
did. Not
did.
in recent times.
Okay, so because of the people I wanted to be in with, because they were the fun crowd in my neighborhood,
you don't see my mom, but she's
doing quotes,
air quotes.
Air quotes. Thank you, thank you, Tay. Oh, I can't wait for Brianna to get back in our logistics and our team to all be together with our filming because we're going to be even funnier, on camera.
Oh, for sure.
And
so sushi boat story.
I know. Thank you. I was taking a breath.
Oh, okay.
I was like trying to figure out which way. So this it was about 10, 11 years ago. And we were really good friends when you were like 9 or 10.
Okay.
But years later, I guess I felt super cool. I just was in my I'm feeling fabulous era. And I knew I don't know, there was something misty about her. So she had surgery. So I was like, you know what? Instead of flowers, let me send her a sushi boat because people bring over soup. So I was going to be different. So the restaurant called me and they said, hi, nobody ever came. I ordered it on a Wednesday. They called me on Thursday. Nobody ever came to pick it up. And I said, well, that's strange. Let's wait till tomorrow and see what happens. So the husband went to go pick up the sushi boat, made a few adjustments, had their party, and didn't invite me. I know.
It is.
But you know what? It's pitiful. I know.
You just got to feel sorry for them.
Well, yes, because I took away their light. That's why they stopped having me at places, and that's fine. But the way I allowed it to hurt me and consume me, it was crazy. No, I'm laughing at myself.
But you know what? No. What they did was mean. They were mean.
But you know why?
I would have my feelings hurt too.
But you know why I did it though? Was it my ego or my soul?
Yeah.
It was my ego.
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't my soul. So yeah, shame on them. Shame on all of you if you listen. Shame.
Oh, and you know what? You don't even want to be around people where you feel like it's your ego that's more important than your soul.
That's going to be another episode. I bet there's so many people that spent this past weekend taking pictures to fake where they are, holding the shopping bags, making up scenarios to impress other people.
Oh, I'm guilty of it. I'm sure all of you are guilty of it too.
You with the phone before you eat. Like, do any of our people really care that you're eating this glazed something?
You know what? I want to say some. I like looking at other people's food on Instagram.
Okay.
Sue me, but I don't mind food pictures.
Okay, forget the food. You know what? We won't count that one. But
anyway, we got to wrap up our episode.
No.
With some
wait, I wasn't finished with my thought.
The sushi boat.
I was doing there. No, because I was talking about ego or soul, and most people this weekend I know spent a lot of time doing fake pictures. I was trying to say your food isn't faking a scenario. I'm saying people will pretend
just try to like look cool and
look
bougie
cool and where they're even if they're
yeah.
taking a walk on the marina and they'll be like boat day. And people like, wait, they have a boat?
Right, true. You never don't
know. So I didn't mean to cut you off, sweetheart.
Okay.
I'm just saying these are the scenarios that when you look at something, realize how does it change your life? But you have to appreciate, going back to the comparison as a thief of joy, how can I appreciate my life right now if I kept looking at Mel Robbins, who I am obsessed with, who has saved me.
That's random.
I know, because I'm thinking of if I look to see how many views she has, even though she's been on, huge, or the people that do podcasts. If I look, well, they got 7,000 views. Why would I look at that and make myself miserable and not say, you know what, Marni? Damn proud
and
you
celebrate
have
your work.
And I used to never do that. So now all I do is celebrate all of our accomplishments. I don't look that way when anyone does. I don't care what podcast ABC does. I just get the best version of us, and that's all I care about.
And really quick, I did just say we were going to wrap things up, but it's okay. We can go a few minutes over today.
Your boss won't mind.
Right. Yeah, true. The other day, I was talking to my group of friends. There's like 9 of us in a group chat, my camp friends, and I think I've talked about this before, that most of them are in relationships, and I was saying, I'm so envious. You guys are all in, relationships. You've all had boyfriends. And Lily she said, comparison is the thief of joy.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you.
Taylor.
Lily's also the one, Lily, you get another freaking shout out because she's the one who said unfollow, unfriend, anything that's going to be a trigger. Go, Lily.
No, Lily's very with it, with the mental health.
Hi, Michelle.
Side of things. Yeah, Michelle's her mom. Yeah, so she said literally comparison is the thief of joy.
Of course it is.
She was like, Taylor, stop it.
Thank you, Lily, because she won't listen to me. No. So thank you.
No, I've gotten better with that.
Hey, because your journey is not Alicia's or Taylor's or Molly's or this one.
I know. No, you are absolutely right.
It's just live your life. And they're saying, well, she's doing a podcast. We're not. I mean, come on. Everyone's life is different.
I know that. And I've stopped, comparing myself to them because
come on, Tay,
it's so silly.
Come on, exactly.
They know it too. They're like, Taylor, stop, please.
Exactly. They're like, here she goes again. Let's let it out. It's like Tourette's of I don't have the boyfriend. Now she's back to normal.
But Taylor's getting better and she's happier being with herself.
Do you know why you're happier? Because you went to Fabulously Flawed with 2Ds.net on Etsy.
I love how you brought that in, Mom.
I improv that every week now.
Wow, what a creative little twist you added there.
Of course. Oh, really quick. This is our next episode. I watched the documentary, but fabulouslyflawed.net with 2Ds on Etsy. Our store will make you feel fabulous fun. Everything from the Gunkles to Father's Day, just amazing products.
Right, 4th of July merch.
I watched the Miss America documentary.
Okay.
Now, you remember a few years ago, Miss USA jumped off the building in Miami and died of suicide. Now, when I was a judge and a part of the Miss Florida, organization, Grant Gravitt ran a flawless. It was an honor to be a part of Taylor and the Miss Florida whole family. I mean, I'm sitting me being a judge, and then these girls were so worried, going out and how they look. And I remember when they came out, I'm like, of course you're all a 10. Look at you walking in a bikini.
I know.
And they would be intimidated. And I just loved the one thing about myself. I want to talk about the bad part, but the one good thing, and I'll leave it with this note, when there was like speed dating. So there was like 8 judges. They would go to a table, 10 minutes, ding, and so we could get to know them.
Yeah.
Of course, everything, politics, religion, off table. Wonder how that would fly today. But anyway, so the girls would come and I would be like, oh my God, where'd you get that mascara, your lashes? Let me ask you a question. Do you do squats or did God give you that ass?
I know. Right? You've always been the biggest girl's girl. Yeah.
And I remember to this day, they would walk out and I hear them going, she is the sweetest judge.
I know, of course, Doug.
Because I knew where they went to college, blah, blah, blah. Right. That's great. No, Joan Rivers once said, no man went up her skirt looking for a library card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, I know there's people that are probably listening.
But you know what?
Sorry, that's who we are.
I was like, oh my gosh, your hair, look, don't ever, if it was really long, I'm like, don't tell anyone to cut your hair. Those are the haircutter jealous people. So I've been empowering women for so long.
Yeah,
Yay.
I think our next episode should be focused on empowering girls, empowering
empowerment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm thinking of superhero, empowerment woman, something like that. Oh, you guys. So thank you so much. Have a terrific Tuesday. Never let anyone burst your bubble. Never, ever, 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 or forever let anyone dull your sparkle.
I was trying to
let's do it together.
With you.
Let anyone dull your sparkle. Have a great day, everybody.
We love you guys.
Much love and peace. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Fabulously Flawed. Remember, we drop new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday, so be sure to subscribe and never miss a moment of this dazzling duo. Craving more sparkle? Head over to fabulouslyflawed.com for exclusive content, episode archives, and more. And don't forget to check out Fabulously Flawed on Etsy for tons of amazing products that are sure to brighten your day. Be sure to follow us on socials to keep the conversation going and become a part of our Fabulously Flawed family. Until then, keep embracing your beautiful imperfections and remember, never let anyone dull your sparkle.